Hello everyone, and welcome along to another edition of United Scarab Khemirates Plays Blood Bowl, I guess. Yeah, it is week 4, and it's all gone not so bad so far, has to be said, in Division 6C. We are in second position as it stands. Currently tied with the Vampires, the Angels of Lilith, but we do have the game in hand. And of course, Andy Knightley beat Khemirates this week, which means that a win here will send my Khemri team top of the table, which is a scary thought. We are up against the Chaos side today, Revenge of Power Up, which is Razta's team, who have won 1 and lost 2 so far. And to be honest, they are essentially the best part of Rookie Chaos. They have a couple of dodge, so they've rolled a couple of doubles here on the Chaos Warrior and the Beastman. But of course, we do have tackle to try to deal with that. Another Chaos Warrior with block. And if you're wondering, these players are essentially a reference to Razta's Pro Elves from last season, who were called Power Up. And that explains the bloody awful naming scheme that I'm going to have to deal with today. Idren, Maidraug, everything. Not looking forward to this. So yeah, it's essentially, he's going to be getting a spare loner Beastman because of this MNG here on number 11. But I will almost certainly be playing against a Wizard today. That is for sure. They're at what will be 1140 after this rookie comes in. Meanwhile, we are at a fairly substantial 1280. This is how we're looking. We did pick up guard on Jethro Tull. Went for guard over the Mighty Blow just because I felt over the next few games the extra guard was going to be far more useful than the extra killing power. We have block on the Thrower finally. And we also have a new skeleton. Happy Mondays is here. So we don't have any loners this week. We could afford to get a 12th, but I'm opting against it. Because I want to try and very possibly deny both the Wizard and the Bloodwiser Babe as well, if my maths is correct. Yeah, this is the sort of game where I think I would probably be considered heavy favourite for this, just based on the development of the teams. But these are the sort of games that it is very easy to lose if you're not careful. So I'm going to send the invite to Razta now. We're kicking off a little earlier than we planned today, but we're both pretty much free, so we're going to get this one out of the way, as I have GMAN work to go back to after this. Just bear with me. I'm just going to ask Razta if he's ready on Discord. Alright, so here we go. So obviously no inducements for us today. And yeah, not taking the extra skeleton has denied both. If he was going to drop all of his bank, he could have got both the Wizard and the Babe. But to be honest, he is likely to want another Beastman at some stage soon. So won't want to spend too much of his own dosh. But there is the absolutely expected Wizard. And that could make life a little difficult for us today. Honestly, I would expect to see a lightning bolt rather than a fireball, mainly because of all the regen on my team. Even if your fireball did take out, it's 50-50 chance to take everyone you hit out, but also 50-50 chance for them all to come back on the next drive. So fireballs against regen teams, never really the greatest. Right, so best of luck to Razta. We've had a couple of Larry ones over the past couple of weeks, so I think from my own point of view, as much as I'm sure you guys all want to see a very entertaining game, I would be quite happy to take a fairly boring 1-0 or 2-0 here, or even a 2-1 if that's the way the game goes. Just nothing that caused me to have the sort of coronaries that we've had over the past couple of weeks. So we are going to be on defense to start with, which is not surprising. thrower does need to stay on the field. So we'll just drop the last skeleton to the front line there. Now, the question then becomes whether I am more concerned with taking down or putting a wrestle skeleton on the front line or the dirty player. But to be honest, removals are useful here. And of course the dirty player is extra damage. So I think we're going to put the wrestler on the front line. Still don't have the luxury of that 12th skeleton yet to be able to leave the thrower on the bench when we really need him. So there's always that risk when you use him defensively of him getting wiped out. As did happen last week actually. Against Pyro's Wood Elves. So yeah, I would expect Razta to be trying to take this to a turn 8 score. It's a very different challenge to last week, this one, where we just couldn't get a hold of the Wood Elves to save our bloody lives. But yeah, ideal scenario for Razta is a turn 8 score. Leaving me very much unable to one turn because we are remarkably slow. And also very much likely to get a 1-1 draw. Because it's very, very difficult to score twice and a half with Khemri. Although it's something that we have managed on more than one occasion, both in the Greenhorn Cup and in GMAN this season. So it's not impossible. Of course, Rookie Chaos always at risk of the horrible, horrible 1 in 9. Same as we have until we start getting some block around the joint. And I'll be wondering actually whether you'd be more interested to score with this Chaos Warrior to try and get him leveled ASAP. He does have a Beastman here, 1 out of 6 away from level. Who else is likely to be? That one's an MVP away. We'll kick off first. So here we go. And an extra reroll for the Chaos, which is really useful for him actually. That brings him up to 4. And the wizard in pocket as well. There's a pow on Merit Bob Seeger straight away. He's alright though. That's good news. So any instance of push on the skeletons on the front line is always great news, just to try and keep them alive and kicking. Armor 7. Always risky to put on the front line. But I much prefer to have those Tomb Guardians free so that I can place them where I want them. That is thankfully just a stun. Normally I just generally expect to take 1 out of 3 stuns / removals from the initial 3 blocks. That one was too short thanks to Thick Skull. Be interesting to see what he targets with his blitz here, if indeed he does target anything with the blitz. Of course, he doesn't really have a good shot on Ran Boneman, thanks to the guard of Wujethro Tolt, which is exactly why I took that skill. And the dirty player is a target, but it does mean he has to base up a Mighty Blow Tomb Guardian, which is exactly what I want. So it's sort of a tit for tat. There comes the blitz. It's another pout on the dirty player, who keeps taking all my MVPs. He needs to stop doing that. Okay, that'll stop him doing it. If he, well, no, it won't, but that is no regen on that one, so we're already down a man. And good news for Adren Medraugnagos. Nope, going for a vanity pass to the Chaos Warrior, so I was right that he is going to want to score on the big man. It's not really surprising, in all honesty. So the double base here means that I can actually target this guy as opposed to the loner, which is great news. Although, having said that, there might actually be a way to force a shot on the ball here. Okay, so thinking cap is very firmly applied right now. We are not going to GFI after last week's shenanigans. Right, so the theory is if you go in there, this probably still does require a dodge somewhere or other. But the theory is if we can move this guy to the floor and then move this guy to the floor, then we can theoretically make a bit of a gap here to go and have a go at the ball. Which would be nice, wouldn't it? We'll see what happens here. Okay, so we got a push, so that one is instantly dead, unfortunately. If we follow that up, we will be able to have another go with the skeleton on the lower. So that's going to change who we target here. Let's have a look. That guy is not currently a scoring threat. Right, so one GFI gets that Tomb Guardian in a really nice spot. So that is what I'm looking to do towards the end of this turn. In the meantime, we are going to target you with a blitz. I'm using this one because if I can find a Kaz somewhere... Oh, wait, no. No, we can't. Then we can get him leveled, is the idea. But a double skull is really quite irritating, actually. So what I'm going to do here is, firstly we want to try and protect the throw rod. But we just want to discourage legging it down the channel here too strongly. He's not in position to score. What I can feasibly do here is if I can just make one GFI, then that guard is in a really nice spot around the back. Can we do it? Yes, we can. And a stun on the loner. So what that now theoretically does is cause him to commit a few more players to the Tomb Guardian to be able to get an assist to get rid of that so he can take blocks elsewhere, which very much slows down the drive. Alternatively, he has to just leave his Chaos Warriors based up here because he doesn't have any good blocks anymore. All of that should be no better than one dice. He's got. He can get two here if he stands that up. And, oh no, he can't actually just guard here. So we're going to switch the other way with the ball. But of course, Chaos aren't really massively quick. So what we don't want now is some sort of removal. That would feel a little overly harsh. He's alright. Double push is useful as well. Now I wonder if he's going to foul that. Certainly an option for him. Yeah, that's looking to me like it's a foul. But this is a really bad foul. Because this is just leaving me a shot on the ball. So I'm happy enough with this. Just a stunt, but we have a fairly comfortable way to get a Tomb Guardian straight onto the ball carrier now. Which is great news for me. So, you get up. All we need to do is remove that guy, and then this Mighty Blow is going to be able to steam straight around the back here for a 1 dice. Now, we can theoretically do more to cancel out that assist and make it a 2. But we'll start with this. This is just not going well on the dice so far. Has to be said. Okay. So... what are we going to do now? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What is it? A 1 dice is no good, but I've now got no rerolls to do the extra GFI, which is somewhat frustrating. So again, I don't want to take another 2 dice without block until I'm damn sure this is going to work. But we're also taking a few armor breaks here. So I don't want to base up, because if I lose any more players, it's starting to get a bit nasty. I think... how are we going to do this? The skeleton needs to go somewhere. Alright, we're just going to have to do this. Double push is still appalling, by the way. So I need 2 GFIs here to cancel that assist out. Is the issue. Now, we know what happened with GFIs last week. It was horrible in every conceivable way. So is there any other way we can get that? There's no other way we can get that away. So I'm wondering now whether even with the dodge, it's not worth... I don't think the shot on the ball is now worth it. And I think I'm better off just trying to base some players. So if I put you there, for example... no, I think it needs to go there. If I wasn't rolling so many turnovers on blocking dice, I would definitely have been able to take that option. But unfortunately, so far, so not good. So, who do I blitz? Oh, that could work. That could definitely work. Single GFI puts you there. And that allows me to blitz that Chaos Warrior, push him there, and push him out of this foul zone next to the ball. Theoretically. Got to base you up, unfortunately. So this is just me trying to apply as much pressure as I possibly can. And keep all of his players. Because we do have a strength advantage just about because of all the guard and the strength 5. Being down the dirty player is not massively useful. That double push is. So it opens up a channel for him here. And he obviously spotted that straight away is what he wanted to do. GFI. So I'm unfortunately just taking way too much abuse at the moment, and I'm not able to actually dish out any damage myself. There's so many players based up that I'm really hoping we can work something out here soon. He's done well to negotiate this position. But we should still be able to find some way through here to at least get possibly something on the ball. Maybe a Tomb Guardian of some description, or... Let's have a look. How can we do this? I really want to free up this guard. You are just going to come and mark him so you're out of the way. So we're going to use the throw ra to clear him. More push skull. Remarkable, really. You can go in there. All the rerolls gone by turn 3. This is actually starting to get really painful. Still no damage either. Really painful. We get an armor break finally. So we will go pressure the ball. So now we can take a GFI here. Can we? Yes, we can. Okay, so we hit some stuff, but having all 3 rerolls gone already, and 2 of those being dub skulls, was painful. We are just getting wrecked here. But that's Khemri, unfortunately. Again, we do have a very comfortable shot on the ball. That is not safe. It'll be a 2 dice uphill, but that is really, really unsafe right now. 1 dice pow is actually taking the piss. And that is a free hit. Fine, just done. So we just have to free up that Chaos Warrior, and we can easily get a 1 GFI 2 dice uphill on the ball. Super, super comfortably. The only shame, the only real shame. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, we can't quite get the throw art over to assist that. We can get 2 GFIs with the Tomb Guardian, of course, if we're feeling a bit confident. Right, so that's the key block. Just about. So it very much depends how I want to do this. We can do that for an assist and then bring Tala Swift over to have a go. But it's 3 2+ into what is essentially a 4+ because of tackle. A push here is good enough for what I want to do. Power's even better, of course. Alright, so we will go for this. If we fall down, we fall down. I've got no rerolls. But we're not going to get a better shot than this. Yeah, we fell down. Oh, instant score. Okay. That gives me loads of time, actually. Okay, 4 turns should be more than enough, but it's the lack of reroll that is really making this hilarious as anything right now. I think falling over there meant he probably could have stalled out for another turn, actually. But for what well, certainly the 3rd week run, I think we're just not managing to hurt anything. This is just causing us so many problems. Get back here. Kingdom for a reroll. Or a quick snap. A quick snap is actually quite useful. I can put him straight into the ball. Chance of a free catch. And we can push these guys into such a position that we can have more blocks if the first ones go wrong. We're obviously going to go this way because all of his skilled players are on that side of the field. Now, can we catch the ball? Of course we can. This is United Scarab Khemirates. That is what we do. Again, the lack of reroll is just painful. Really painful. Okay, so ball is not really safe, but we do have a 3 dice there. But 3 dice can go wrong, has to be said. We've got a 2 dice with block over there, but if that goes wrong, we're not safe. So I think a 2 dice with wrestle is okay. good old push skull. Okay, so the reason we did this is because when we take this 3 dice and roll a bunch of pows, we can push him onto there, which gives us another block. And we have a removal. There we go. So we are pretty much safe from all of the chaos over here. I am commenting the names of his players. No, we're not. That is a nice pow. With Mighty Blow. Even nicer stun. So this is an alright block. Oh, very alright, now we've got another KO. Okay, 2 removals there is really nice for us. The issue is potentially if we turn over here. If we double skull that, then he can clear this guy and he can bring this guy through for a shot on the ball. If we both down it, then he would still need to blitz through here anyway. So that would be 1, 2... To get a mark on the ball, you've got to assume his tackle zone. Now, that would only be a mark on the ball. If we wanted to blitz the ball, his tackle zone's here. So it'd be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Couldn't do it. Right, so 35 out of 36 times, this is fine. But pushing players around here like this to apply quote-unquote pressure is exactly what I want. Because he's now behind the play. Obviously, I'm going to just cheese, especially with 2 stuns and a couple of removals on this side of the field. I've got a big strength advantage over here. So obviously my plan is to just take this ball comfortably down this left side. So any players that are sort of committed around here are essentially just waste at this point. Obviously, what we would expect to happen is the wizard this half, especially saying he's got so much time. So this may be being used as a potential scoring threat. But the 2 KOs put us up by 1, and of course the stun means we're up by 2. Up by 3. Sorry, not 2. Maths, up by 2 on the next turn. And my opponent is disconnected. Ah, his game has crashed. So what would we expect to happen? We'd probably expect this goat to be left up here as a scoring threat based on the fact he wants the wizard play. Also, because as a wizard we cannot sideline cage, because there's too great a chance of the ball going at the crowd and then ending up God knows where. I'd also be reluctant to sort of use any of these squares in a traditional cage, just because of the chance of it bouncing onto a player and then into the crowd, which would really hurt. Of course, with the ball being in the hands of my sure hands player, if it does hit the deck, and we'd assume he would probably be at least stunned anyway, I don't have a reroll to pick it up again. Razta was back. So the question becomes, you see, if I had a reroll, I'd potentially be tempted to hand off to a skeleton or something. Just to avoid the inevitable wizard coming down. That's a useful failure. He might as well re-roll this. He's got 3 re-rolls and 3 turns. Gets it the second time. No on a dodge fails. And no armor break. So there's 2 guys on the deck. To be honest, I'm almost thinking like plowing straight through this gap here might be useful. How far can you actually reach? That Chaos Warrior being on the floor means he's essentially out of the game right now. And I can start putting all of my guard into really nice spots. Let's have a think. You here. You here. And then you there. And you there. And he's essentially in the land of the 3+ dodge now, because there's just no way he can get good blocks. So my next question is where the ball is going to go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Here is the answer. Now it's slightly risky because, of course, the cage is based. We are planning to at least push a Chaos Warrior away using this Blitz Ra. You can go there. I'm wondering whether he'll end up being tempted to fireball if I just leave a traditional cage in place. I possibly actually need to leave this slightly loose. Now, where are you going to go? You're going to go here. Are you? Gives him a 1 dice there if I leave him there, which I don't really like. I'm almost tempted to base up another goat over here, but I don't want to give up free shots on what is essentially my best player. I think I'm just going to live there for now. Now, if this blitz goes horribly wrong, we are in trouble. So this is me trying to be anti-fireball, essentially. Even though the fireball is bad because of regen, these are still some armor 7 players with the ball. And I'm also trying to minimize the number of squares in which the ball can scatter to one of my players if he bolts, and then scatter out towards his player. So right now there's a 6 in 8 chance of it just... We're not going to use the wizard this turn. Okay. Very quick decision. Again, what I'm hoping for is to get a sort of strength overload down this side. He needs a lot of 3+ dodges here to get his players out. I mean, he could also just try the miracle dodge onto the ball. At least regen did a thing. One dice both down. Will he reroll that, I wonder? He does, and he gets a both down again. Okay, that has freed up some players. And the ball's probably going to go this way now. We just need to work out how best to get it safe. What we also need is a blitz for our scoring threat. For when the ball inevitably does hit the deck. Best case scenario, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. One GFI needed somewhere here. So, the idea is to get rid of this Chaos Warrior and then use him to blitz him away. What we want to do first is this 3 dice. Because that allows me to get my scoring threat, which is the most important thing. Where do we want him to go, though? Well, presumably we want to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 around here. So that means we're going to go there. There's technically a scoring threat as well. We're going to go there. Right, now this is the important bit. It's good enough. Power is really nice. We need a GFI. I also need not a turnover here. Good enough. That's allowing me to cut the corner a bit. We need the GFI to force dice from him. Well, to be fair, he's got a pretty good shot here. Yeah, in fact, this was a misplay entirely. Because of that Chaos Warrior, he'll able to free him up, and then this goat can just have a go. Very straightforward. So that has not worked out at all. Okay, so because that's so straightforward, I'm now debating whether to just try the hand off to the Tomb Guardian. And whether that's likely to draw the wizard. Because he won't use his wizard if he's got a shot on the ball here. And a reroll, because he can save the wizard for the second half. So I've got a 1 in 3 chance of getting the ball to the Tomb Guardian, at which point we could most likely draw the wizard out. It's a gamble. He's got it. Okay, so he hasn't used the wizard. It's a 1 dice. It's a skull. It's a knockdown. Okay, but we do still have sure hands available. And the ball in a retrievable position, has to be said. Would prefer not to lose this guy. Yep, he's alright. I expect a 3+ dodge here. Okay. Well, that actually means we are fairly likely to score here. Well, not fairly likely, but you know what I mean. We can do it. All we need to do is put you there. Really surprised we didn't see the wizard there, actually. You have to clear you. That's good. Then you have to blitz him. Push is good enough. Push is good enough. And then it's a 4+ pickup and a 2+ GFI to score. Ah, we failed it. Both KOs come back as well. Never rains, but it pours. Well, we're probably playing for a draw again. I would have been confident if we'd scored there, but unfortunately we failed to pick up the key moment. Which is a shame, but it happens. It's just still the lack of damage for the millionth straight week. It's just causing all the problems. Mighty Blow is a sham skill. And that's a reroll gone straight off the bloody bat. Honestly, Mighty Blow is a joke. It just doesn't work. Doing this blitz because the ball is relatively safe. And we got an injury out of it too, so that is a Chaos Warrior down. Can we pick up the ball? Throw all the 6s when it doesn't really matter. Okay, blitz on the skeleton on the outside. He's alright. Okay, so where can we put the ball that is nice and safe? I've got 3 dice here. Finds a pout. And KO. So all removals are good here. That's in Dremedrow to go. Gone. It's just about re-establishing that numbers advantage if I possibly can. The best spot for the ball is possibly going to be somewhere in here, likely there, to be honest. So we'll do that first. Two dice with block over here. No good. Yeah, we want to follow up with the Tomb Guardian. We've already got a Tomb Guardian hit here. That's a 1 dice. That's a 2, but it's a fairly key 2. I'm not even sure I can actually take that one. I should, but... Oh, dear me. Now, do we follow that, or do we stay where we are? I think we've got to stay where we are. And that's a risky 1 dice, but it's what I'm going to take. Good result. It lets me get off the Chaos Warrior. It's a potential fireball for him. He's going to. Down goes the ball. Down goes 1 skeleton. And that, no removals, means that is not too bad at all, actually. You can get a mark on the ball with this guy, but he can't really get anyone else to it. Double GFI. Oh, I'm going to burn a reroll as well. On the first one, means this could go south. Oh, double skull. Wow. Oh dear. Oh dear, oh dear. So that leaves me in a position to hit things as well, which is really useful. An idea is afoot. I wondered if we can potentially play towards a quick score here. Indeed. What are we going to do? Got the ball again. So we'll try this. And it might be a abort mission if it all goes wrong. Nope, we got it. Right. He was in range. I'm thinking if I sideline cage this, he might not actually be able to get to me. It's all about this guy. And we need to push him behind the Tomb Guardian here. I'm thinking if I just run over there, we might be alright here. To the extent that I would take a both down if offered it here. Like, if you offer me a both down on this Chaos Warrior right now, I will take it. You offer me 2 powers, I'll take that as well. Okay, so there is no one who can reach the ball. So we will be able to score next turn and play for the win now. Yeah, he's going to target my best player, essentially, which makes sense. And he's all right. Of course, playing for the win does risk defeat, but I want to win. So there's no real argument, to be honest. Ooh. That's a reroll burned as well. That's great news. Really good news. One dice pow. Frustrating, especially if you get a removal here. That'll hurt a lot. Just a stun, thankfully. Another one dice pow. Rude. Thank the Lord for regen. Okay. So I can get 1 3 dice on the loner with Mighty Blow. And then we score. Okay, just a stun. So, we're going to level round Bone Man, which is great news. Game on! KO comes back, so we're playing 10 versus 10. So now we need to set up hyper aggressively on the LOS. So it's going to be very difficult for him to generate any blocks along here. He can probably get a 1 dice on one of the Tomb Guardians at best with a Chaos Warrior. He's got a 50-50 chance of knocking them down. We'll see whether he commits to that sort of thing. A little bit wider just in case. So that looks to me like we're going to completely disregard the idea of taking LOS blocks, and we're just going to set up in the 3 wide areas there. Now this is the sort of scenario where perfect defense is just marvelous for me if it comes out. Or of course a blitz. High kick is not the one. He has dropped it though. At the very least, because he's set up on this side, the kick going that way is good news for me. And push skull is very good news on the only block he's going to take this turn. So he has the ball. Now, is he going to pass it? Is he going to play aggressively enough to go and pass this thing? He's going to hand off, I think. Nope, no he's not. So for me, this is going to be about trying to cut off this avenue of attack as much as we can. 3+ dodge works for him. I am realistically looking at 2 blocks here. But we can put some guard in some really... And the Tomb Guardians can really do us a favour right now. Right, 4 turns to score. Aggressive setup says you move to there. So we've got 1 blitz and we've got this skeleton to hit this guy. So you're going to go in there. You're going to stand right next to him so we can combine the guard. And then you're coming in over here. Okay, now. I think my blitz might go this way to try and put some real pressure on him with the tackle to cancel out his dodge. We'll see how this goes. Okay, double push is bad. That might change who I need to blitz here. Because he is a scoring threat. Yeah, we now have to blitz him. Good enough. Okay. So there's no scoring threat. And blocks are going to be difficult for him. Except that one. Just give him 1 dice there. We're trying to burn that reroll somewhere, wherever we can. Ball carrier blitz. So that's gone massively against the grain of where all the strength of his team is. That's interesting. Yeah, it is 1,003 dodges right now. I mean, I am quite heavily committed to this side. Oh, that was a loner roll. Such a gamble. If he makes all the 3 pluses, he'll be in a great spot, essentially. That's a third one of them now, mind. Let's be reasonable. Eventually he will fail one of these. Well, not if he doesn't take any more. Okay. So you're going nowhere, you have to get up. The right play is to hit him to free up some more guards to come round here. You go there. Blitz is almost certainly coming from Tyler Swift just because I want that blitzer back in the game. So you are coming across to provide moral and emotional support, I would say. No, you're not. What am I doing with this player? What am I doing with this player? No, we do need some support over here. Right, blitz time. Again. Dear me. I mean, not exactly ideal, is it? Stand you up. You gotta take a beating again. Useful stunt. So this is to try and prevent him switching back the other way, and also because I need someone who is going to be within range of scoring soon. One reroll each. 2 to go for me. Man, doesn't mess around making decisions, Razta. Does not mess around. I just need a 1 in 9 somewhere. Or a 1 in 6. Or some sort of failure. That is really ballsy. Okay, just a push this time. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I think it's going to be the wrestle player that has a go here. I think that is the plan. I must have a scoring threat this turn. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah. So we must put you up there as a scoring threat before we do anything else. Now. You can do that. He's not got enough movement. So there's two ways to do this, right? Best case scenario is a 1 dice. It's better... We can use the wrestler. Or... we can try a dodge out with this one. For a 1 dice on the ball. He has better odds, but we need two... We essentially get two 50-50s there. Or we have a 33% chance that also requires a 2+ there to free up the spot to make it a 1 dice, and also requires a 2+ there. I am going to try the agility-based play because I'm playing Khemri. 4 pluses can happen. Will we get one today? This is bad if this fails again, by the way. He's away. And he's down. Oh, and he's injured as well, right. So how does Razta actually go about scoring here with the ball out of position? I've got tackle that can deal with his dodge. I don't think that's a terrible idea, actually. I'm out of reroll, so the likelihood is 1-1 right now. You now just hit some stuff to try and level some players. Because, of course, Mighty Blow does lots of things. Right, that was a good block, because that frees up the thrower, who can at least potentially become relevant in this one with his superb pass skill. I mean, with no rerolls, it's now unlikely, but it's going to take something special from Razta to win it from here. He does have 2 turns, of course. I've only got 1 turn left. So we'll see whether he's more concerned with my scoring threat or winning the game himself at this point. The injury on the Chaos Warrior was really nice. If only we put the tackle there, eh? That's a stunt. Does he pick up the ball with this guy? Or does he pick up the ball with that guy? Scoring threat of his own. Just all the 3+. Just all the 3+. All of the 3+. And more. More dice. Oh, no. Oh, we've got an interception. Oh, wow. Jesus. Right, can I now go and win this game? We're going to mark up all of his scoring threats first. That is a scoring threat, so it needs marking. Alright, so if we can find a knockdown here, I think we can make the pass without an intercept chance. It's a 3 dice. It's not good. Here goes nothing. We can't make it any better than that. So it's a 5+ into a 4+. Nope, doesn't work out today. So we could still lose. Hey, 2 SPP for the throw rather, so happy days. Man, that's frustrating. Chances of winning this are probably pretty good. Three plus 4+. Oh no. Oh, okay, GFI fails, that's useful. Oh, looks like it's a failure again. Oh, failed dodge. So, for the second straight week, it's 1-1. Another frustrating one. Had our chances to win that, didn't quite work out. But we'll have another skeleton for next week. And we do get a level Ran Bone Man too. Which is very nice indeed. Oh, and Tyler Swift gets the MVP. Which is another level for that Blitzerar too. So the Blitzerars are going to be looking super nice. Going at the next one. Bunch of SPP across the board. Oh, another exciting one. Didn't know which way that was going to go towards the end. So, yeah, just missing out on a win, which means that Keji will stay top of the table. But another week where nobody died. So we're 2-2-0. Still now the only undefeated team in Division 6C. Who have we got next week? We have got the Vampires next week. How are they looking? 850, so they took some damage. Oh, they're missing a Thrall and they're missing one of their Vamps for next week, and they can't get another one, so it's only going to be 2 Vamps that we're up against next week. One of them is Mighty Blow, and then there's no other skills on the entirety of the rest of the team, with the exception of this Thrall, who is about to level. Only 3 rerolls as well. But we have a couple of Blitzerars to level. That's a standard 8. So we'll come back to him. Don't know what I want to do with that one yet. Tyler Swift, this is, unless it's something stupid like strength, it's almost certainly going to be piling on this. Yeah, I don't see a world in which this is not piling on. So it's an interesting one with Ran Bowman because we don't actually need tackle for the next game. Do we need tackle for the game after that? Chorfs. Then the Dark Elves on week 7. To be honest, it might be useful to get a hold of the tackle ahead of that game, because we're not really going to have any tackle elsewhere on the team. I'm not going to make that decision now. I'm going to come back to that one. But we're marching on. We're still in second place. Didn't quite get the win to go top, but we're only a point behind Keji. Andy 90 on 7 points. It gives you Sind the chance to go top of the pile now, if he can beat Andorson this week. Andorson with 0-0-3. But Yasin's team is a little battered. It took a bit of a pounding from Kejiru's last week. He's got a bunch of MNGs on Weird Witchcraft. So, there we go. Alright guys, that's going to be it for me. So, we'll be back at some... Well, there'll be another video at some point in the next week. With the match against the Vampires. Which is... I haven't played against Donkey Dragon for a while, so really looking forward to that one. The Angels of Lilith. So yeah, catch you all next time.